Alright, welcome to our week 4, our practical sessions there okay. So we're going to do some consultation for this week because last week basically we have a holiday there, right? Okay, so I cannot actually go through with you guys there. So the replacement class I've actually planned to work on that, but just wait for our administrations to add into the systems there, okay? Because without basically have a formal kind of procedures, okay, we won't be able to get the practical class there. So we have to wait there first, right? Okay? So when you say that, right? Okay, thank you very much, Wendy. All right, Dixon, are you ready, right, to share your screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, please do so there, right? You can see your progressions there.
This is the big one.
Okay.
I haven't done the correction. I will done this week.
Which one there, right?
Huh? Sorry?
Which one basically you want to done there, right? This week?
You mean the correction?
The second exercise, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this another one.
Okay, good, there, right? So you can see you can get the strokes right. Okay.
Okay. This
Those portrait there. Mm-hmm.
Sorry?
The portrait, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I can see basically you have that kind of understanding on using the tools there. Only a small problems of those line and strokes that you need to improve later on, right? Okay. All right, thank you very much, Alexander. Right?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Okay. See, guys. Okay, if you don't have any kind of a lot of problem or issues there, okay, on working with those tools, okay, I'm not going to hold you guys too long, okay. But the problem is sometimes when we actually saw a problem with the students' kind of strokes there, that's when actually I'm going to test you guys, and hopefully we can improve them later on there, okay, to work on that. All right, thank you very much there. Chin Yun, are you ready, Chin Yun? Thank you very much, Alexander. Right? Are you ready, Chin Yun? To share your screen? Where is it, Shin Yun? Are you here? Shin Yun? Okay. Please prepare yourself there, right? To share your screen. If you want to do some demonstration on your drawings there, okay, please let me know, okay? Yeah. Alright, this is your first exercise there, right? Okay. Good. How about the second one, alright? You can open up your mic if you want to explain a little bit, alright? Okay? You can see you get those kind of strokes right. Good, alright? Okay, the third one. How about the third one, alright? Shin Yun, the third drawings, the portrait, how is it? Why don't you demonstrate for us, okay, today? Because we have been going through 2 weeks there, guys, okay? I want to see how you demonstrate your portrait drawings right now, there, okay, Shin Yun? Only take a few minutes, and then we can do pass down into another person, okay, to share the screen, alright? Can you open up your Photoshop there right now, right? Start to choose some of the photos there. I want to see how actually you move your hands to draw there, right? Can you do that there, Shin Yun, right now? Alright, Shin Yun, how is it there, right? Start to draw your portrait drawings right now, right? Okay? I want to see how you work on it. Come on there, Shin Yun. Where is it, Shin Yun? By hook or by crook, okay, next week you have to demonstrate also in front of me there, right? Okay, in our classroom there, right? In our lab there. Where is it, Shin Yun? Please share your screen there. Okay, while we wait there, right, okay, for Shin Yun is here to get back to us, okay, Wen Yi, are you ready there, okay, to share your screen? I don't want to wait there, okay, for a while there, okay?
Can I show now?
Yep,
Or wait?
yes, Wen Yi there, right?
Okay.
Alright, Orine, there again. I saw basically your submissions over here, but only one submission there, okay, Orine. So make sure that you actually submit the first one, and also the right proper of drawing kind of stroke that I want to saw from your submissions there, okay, Orine. Okay, I saw basically your drawings, only one submission of drawings right here. Okay, so make sure you make good on your kind of submissions there, right? Okay, Orine, they're almost 4 weeks right now there, right? The very slow progressions on you there, right? Okay, okay, work on it right now there, right? Because when your times count, right, I'm going to call your names for these sessions. I want to see your kind of submissions there, right? Okay, Wenyin, how is it, Wenyin? Oh, this is the one there, right? Okay, move into another side. Move into another drawings there, right? Samples. Okay, we have the line works over there. Even though this line works a bit more like, it can be a part of styles there, okay, when it comes to this kind of line works there, right? Okay, for illustrations. But I want to make sure that you can draw correctly there, please. Okay, next one there, right? Okay, this is the drawings there. You have the skills there, okay, but only can improve it more further later on, okay. All right, the last one. Last week exercise there, right?
Yeah, wait for a while.
Okay. The drawing not that bad there, right? Okay. Only need more improvements, right? Okay, on the techniques and so on, right? Okay. Alright, okay, the strokes look great there, right? Okay. You have that kind of skill, but only sometimes a little bit more. You try to make it a bit more fast, quick kind of drawings, but it's look a bit more like you just don't focus or concentrate on the strokes at the same time there, okay. I saw from here there, okay. You simply draw the line, even though you have that kind of skills there, but you just simply draw the line, okay, without thinking about the proper kind of level of tone of strokes that you have to put into your efforts there to add some details there on your drawings there. That's why they look a bit more loose there, right, like right now, okay. Alright, hopefully you can improve more further on your drawings right here there, okay. Even though it's an exercise, weekly exercise, they are going to help your drawings kind of marks, okay, from your assignments later on there.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, thank you very much there.
Okay, thank you
So Cheng Ming Xiao basically have given me the proof. Alright, hopefully he can join us directly later on there, right? Okay, thank you very much there, Wen Yi. Now, Shin Yun there, right? Fong Shin Yun.
Yes.
Okay, share your screen there, right?
Can see it, sir.
Yes. But why basically those shadows look floating from the objects there, right? Take a look back again, right, okay, on the shadows there, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Those are the things that are really important for us, okay, to work on that. Okay, the second one there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's basically the shadows there?
Oh,
The cast shadows, right? Okay? The cast shadows, right? Okay, from the floor, okay? Otherwise, it's not finished yet, right? That means you haven't submit, right?
Hmm?
That means you haven't submit these pictures there, right?
I have submitted.
Okay. So try to add some shadows there. Otherwise, the pictures are going to be look floatings, right? And add some shadings basically to the form itself there, right? Okay, to work on it. Okay, how about the third one there, right? Okay, zoom in a bit. Can you zoom in a bit, alright? Alright, this thing basically you draw from the reference, right?
Yeah.
Why it doesn't look the same there? You draw on top of the layers, is it? Why it doesn't look the same there, okay? When you're actually using a reference to draw there, okay? We're talking about you draw on top of the layers, not draw side by side there, okay? Of those references there. This is the thing that you have to figure it out while you draw there, okay? You saw my demonstrations. When you zoom in your reference, zoom in back again your reference closely, take a look what are the things that you make mistakes there while you draw on top of the layers there. Do you actually try to draw correctly according to those reference and improvise based on the discipline on those drawings, or you just trace them? That's why you make mistakes there, right? From there. Can you zoom in a little bit and open up your reference there? There, right. The eyes itself, can you see? The shapes of the eye, the shape of the pupil, they're basically there, okay, that form basically the structures. You can see clearly the nose structures from over here when you want to draw them, right? The lips itself when you draw, and the mouth there. All the things that you need to draw is quite clear. You can see, and can you actually open up basically the layers of those reference below your drawings there? Where is it? Where is it there, right?
The reference layer.
Yeah.
This.
How actually you draw them? You draw side by side there, right? Or you draw on top of the layers there?
I draw it.
You draw on top of layers, or you just draw side by side there, right?
I draw the layers.
The layers there, where is it there, right? You should have the layers there and close them while you want to see your drawings there, right? Where is it? I never actually delete the layers there because I want to see the reference there, right? Because the point is right now we want to develop our drawing strokes there. We want to improve our drawing strokes there, not to tracing those lines there, right? Okay. But you have the skills there. I can actually see you have the skill of drawings there, right? But the point is right now, can you get accurate there, okay? Not perfect, but accurate there, okay? According to those reference there. That's basically one of the point of this exercise. Because when we draw based on the reference, can you see how actually you draw the pupil of those eyes there? It doesn't look right there from those reference. The eyes itself, the pupil basically is a bit more, it's more moved into a top a little bit there, right? Okay, up a little bit there, than the socket of those eyes there. Take a look closely back again and improve them.
Okay.
Okay? Take a look those mistakes that you actually have seen from your drawings and improve them. Don't just simply draw them and submit them there, right? Okay? Alright, because otherwise you won't learn anything from there. I want to see that improve right now there, right? Okay? Don't just wait until you submit. Okay? If I saw the same kind of drawings, that means you don't actually do some mistakes from there. You don't actually improve from there, right? Okay? So make sure you work on it, Rakesh and Yun, right? Thank you very much there.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome there, right? Alright, next one, alright, are going to be Ezra, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you share your screen, Ezra, right?
Okay.
Alright, this is the first exercise there. The second one, Ezra. Okay, I've seen the one, this one, right? Okay, alright, good. You have that kind of understanding there. And this one basically, okay, please basically put those backgrounds, okay, in white colors there, right? Okay, Ezra.
Okay.
Okay, when you submit them back again, if you can add some backgrounds, it's better there, okay? And try to gather some information, some sort of like shadings correctly for your clothes at the same time that okay, you works on that, right? Okay. That's the things that I think you have to overcome, and also some of those level of tone of shadows there, okay? That going to be form the whole structures of the faces back again, okay? Most people are afraid to make that kind of shadings that on the shadows there. For example, there, okay, if you check, look, one of your friends kind of works right here. Okay, this is basically what I've done for her. This is basically her drawings there, okay? Okay, in the beginning there, okay, this is what basically happens to her drawings there. Okay, when she complete there, right? Okay, so I actually give some advice, okay, on add some more shadings on the higher kind of tone of levels there, okay, to form basically back again those portrait there, okay, on those faces. A lot of people afraid to add more value of tone from those faces. Why? Because they're afraid they make mistakes there, right? But that's basically the thing that you have to overcome back again, because you have to learn to analyze an analytical kind of understanding on your observations there, to learn to develop that level of tone using your shadings kind of what we call that process of shadings there. Because when you want to paint later on, there's going to be the same kind of methods that you have to apply there, okay, to show some contrast, to show some form, the structures, the value of those structures when you form those faces or those kind of subject matters that you're going to paint there, right? If you're afraid to make that kind of move, by the same time, you can actually add those layers there, okay? You can actually add the layers there all the time that if you make some mistakes there. So you can correct back again and apply them, those transparency, those opacities, okay, just to get the right kind of values for your paint styles or your portrait kind of styles there, okay. This is really important for you to experiment them, okay. Don't be afraid to add more tonal values, but not too dark there, okay, because otherwise sometimes people just blend it everything too dark, they cannot see the whole structures and form, light and shadows, okay, from the whole presentations here. So try to overcome them and try to improve a bit more further from time to time, right? Okay. And the next one, alright, are going to be the fourth kind of exercise. Okay. Still working there, right? You're still working on it, right?
I assume that the
If you
deadline is Sunday this week. So
if you can find some brushes that actually can add some shadows on the left side of this mountain directly on these landscapes, will be more better directly. Okay,
yeah,
some
I
textures,
saw
some shadows
because
there,
I
right?
assumed that the deadline was Sunday this week, and I ran out of time.
Yeah, all right. And I believe there is also some brushes that you can use to add some reflections on the waters there. Okay, either you're going to use soft brushes and adjust basically those what we call that the flows a bit more smaller, like 1 or 2% already, and then you actually can render it basically according to those surface kind of what we call it strokes there, okay. For example, like this one, like okay, can I actually share my select this one, okay, let this say okay, this part's over here. Alright, you guys can see basically my screen sharing. Okay, thank you very much, Ezra.
Okay.
Okay, now if you check look there, guys, okay, the reflections kind of light, okay, what you can do from here, okay. As I told you guys there before, I'm always love to use these general brushes. And then, if you check look these general brushes there, right, you have to know the reflections of the shapes of forms that can appear from these reflections over here. So what you can do, I'm going to reduce the flows, and then I'm going to paint the right, you see. Sometimes we can actually move a bit more like this one again to show some reflections there, right? It's just the size at the same time, lah. Okay, move to top to bottom directly to get some reflections kind of light from here. Same goes to the side, and same goes to the side there. This is what I'm talking about just now, okay, to Ezra there, right? I move bottom to top, top to bottom, ready. Get some shadings over here. Check it back again, the reference, and then paint it up, right? See? But if you can get the texture brushes, it's more better, lah. Okay, guys? You take a look there, guys, okay, it works on that. When you use a minimized kind of flows, you can control more further on your shadings there. Alright, see? This is what I'm talking about there, guys, okay? Yeah. I forgot basically to, what you call that, to add basically different layers there just now, because otherwise you can see basically the difference there. So the point is that sometimes people don't actually write, people quite afraid to make that kind of movement of the strokes there correctly there again, because they're afraid to make mistakes from there. So want to paint there, okay, this kind of glaze, what we call that kind of effects, they may be right from the reflections. This is one of the way you guys can do the right, it works on that. Then I'm going to use also some white colors there to paint at the same time, I see, just like a reflections there, right? If you want to adjust more further on the strokes, go ahead there, right? See? See? To get those reflections kind of effect there, guys. Okay. Same goes to this part there as well, right? Okay, you guys can see here, okay, the heavy kind of shadows, kind of shapes that appear from here, you actually can apply them back there, right? Okay? But control a bit on the pressures at the same time. If you cannot control the right, okay, you can actually use flows to erase the right. One of those effective kind of brushes that you guys as a beginners want to use, I always recommended you guys to use these soft brushes to work with it. And of course, change your photos into grayscale, then you can see more better on the tone there, right? Adjust the size frequently to work on it. Okay? That's the thing there, okay, that you guys actually can apply there, okay, to work on it. To draw those bush of trees there, okay, you have to use the form of those structures there, okay? Top to bottoms there, okay, to form basically those tones. Okay, that's the things there, guys. Okay, all right. So thank you very much, Ezra, okay, for your sharing here. All right, the next one there, right, are going to be Jan Feng there, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So hopefully you guys learned a bit from there how to paint and how to draw correctly on your strokes when you draw the natures or any other structures there, right?
It's okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is the drawings there. So in a bit, right? Take a look at the nose there. Okay, the lips, the eyes itself, back again. But most of you guys can draw that. Okay? It's not that bad on your drawings there, but only the technique has to be correctly done there. Okay, and of course, I think you using basically a very small amount of those size of the brushes, right?
Yeah.
Around 3% there, right? If you can increase a little bit, around 10 to 9%, okay, from the 150 dpi per resolutions, you actually can get more better kind of strokes there. All right. How about the third drawing, the fourth drawing there?
I haven't done yet.
You haven't done yet?
Yeah.
Okay, this
last time I was
is the
showing
second
this.
one there, right? Okay.
This is exercise 1B. And this is the first exercise.
Okay, good. Right, okay. Try to control it more on the shadings there, okay? The tone, the level of tone of shading of cast shadows there. Don't draw the whole thing too dark there, right? Okay? Because otherwise you won't be able to see the difference there. Okay, thank you very much there.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome there, right? Shanting?
Yes, sir.
You share your screen there, Shanting there, right? Guys, one of the things that I always do, I always go through with all these references over here. You guys can see my screen sharing there, right? So I will looking into all these reference all the times, okay, when I want to improve my drawings there. So I will take a look how actually people draw some of the details there, because even though some of them were using traditional kind of tools, it doesn't mean that we cannot apply in our digital kind of tools there, right? You saw basically how I draw them using those pencil brushes there, right? So we can actually apply the same kind of discipline, same kind of qualities, if you basically follow actually the way that I actually have shown you guys there before how it actually works there, right? Okay? So by right, you have done also some traditional kind of practice there before. So you just have to apply them back into your drawing techniques and be brave to make mistakes there, right? Okay? Brave to make mistakes there, right? Then you can learn something from there. Alright, Shanting. Okay, this is your first drawing over here. We can see that, right? Okay, the second one, not bad, but the line is a bit called hesitated, right? Okay? Hesitations there, especially on the petals right here. Alright. The third one, portraits, how is it? It's not complete, right? Yet. What happened to the nose and the lips there? And the shadings? Alright. Have to improve more, okay? Draw a proper kind of line first, okay? On the shadow, on those nose, lips, eyes, before you want to add some shadings there. Shading. Okay? And the line works that you draw from the shoulders also, we can see that you hesitate too much there, okay? Doesn't have that kind of confidence there. Okay, we saw basically the hair basically have been dropped a little bit on those forehead there, right? Where is it, the hair? Why there is no basically that kind of drawings from those hair there, right? Okay? All this kind of detailings there, the eye of detailings there, okay? And we saw basically right now why basically the hair came over from the ears there, right? See? Can you see that, right? All this kind of loose kind of understanding there, okay? We need to overcome them back there, right? Okay, Shanting. Don't let people, what we call that, make a very wrong analyzation on your kind of drawings there. Just like this one, okay? There's a hair came through those ears there, right? Can you see that, right? Okay? Logically on these drawings there. So you make a wrong perceptions on those drawings that people can accuse there, right? Okay? So always avoid that kind of accusation there, right? Okay? Especially when you draw a proper kind of subject matters like this one. Afraid to draw the nose, what happens there? Why are you afraid to draw the nose there, right? By right, you can actually draw on top of the layers to improve back again your kind of understanding when you draw those, right? That's basically the reason why we actually apply these methods there, to improve back again our understanding there, right? So improve back again, Shanting, these drawings there, right? Okay. These beautiful ladies suddenly have the hair on the nose, on the ears there. That's basically a wrong thing happens from those drawings there, right? Okay. Please make sure you improve them back there, okay, Shanting?
Okay.
You understand that, right? Work on it right now, don't wait there, right? Okay? Don't wait there, right? Improve there, right? Thank you very much there. All right, now Tian Chen. Okay. Okay, we can see your drawings over there. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, not bad there, right? Okay, zoom in a bit, all right? Zoom in a bit. Okay, the drawing line there, right? Okay, and the strokes there, okay. Tian Shen there, okay, and the nose there. This beautiful lady, right? Okay, how come basically have this kind of weird kind of nose there? Can you take a look at the reference there? Back again. Okay. Take a look back again. How they basically draw the nose. You don't have to draw or paint the whole nose become a bit more darker for the nostril there, okay, all the time there, right?
Okay.
You know how to solve them?
I try.
I try. But your try is not quite right there, right? Is it? See, I'm going to show you guys back again how it works. Okay? You guys can see my screen sharing, right? This is basically what I think happened. There's a lot of issues right here when you come to draw the nose there. Okay? A lot of people have these kind of problems there. All right. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Tian Sheng, I see basically your challenges that you have right here. Okay. So hopefully I can actually solve back again your kind of so now you saw basically the spot there, right? The nose spot over here there, right? So what we can do from here, so to draw the nose, when you draw according to your reference, sometimes you will draw like this. People will draw like this. Okay, like this one there, right? Then become like this, become like this, and become like this there. What is this? What is this, guys? This is what happened to a lot of people there. You become a character there, right? They become a character there, walking mushroom there, okay? Yeah. Okay. So the nose, okay, the characters of nose there, okay? If you take a look closely there, okay, there's a circle around here. And of course, okay, this lady basically look a little bit more to the top there, okay? The shapes of the circles over here, the circles also right here. Because the positions of the nose are going to be like a triangles like this one there, right? Okay? Triangles there, right? So the shapes of it. So from here, when you cut down the shapes, oh sorry there, right? Okay? When you cut the shapes right here, okay, cut the shapes over here a bit. This is basically the position of the nose there. See? Can you see there, right? There. So check look back again the shapes of it. Not the whole kind of form of those contour kind of line there, right? Okay? Now, if you want to make some sort of shapes of this nose like these positions there. So what you can do, first of all, draw the shapes of it like this one there first. See? And then this part they basically there, okay, you can actually cut the shapes over here and this part, right? See? Capture the right kind of line there first. And then this part there. And of course, because of the shadows fall off to the side, then we actually can get the structures right here. And nose structures a bit. And of course to the side there. But not too much there. Just those structures, just to get the structures right there. You see? You see that, right? So if I want to add some shadings over here, that's why I say when you trace there, right, okay, that's what happens there. That's the result that you get from there. But if you look closely on the whole structures back again on those subject matters there, right, this is the proper way to draw the nose there. And suppose there has to be the suggestions lines over here, because the person basically look into the right side. Basically the right side is my left side, my right side of those positions there, okay? That's why we have this kind of structures over here. So if I want to use this guide back again to draw, this is what I'm going to do. Alright guys, these are the things that I'm going to do there. So learn to understand about the proper way to develop the right kind of strokes for every single element that you're going to draw. Basically, we're not actually just learn to use the tools there, right? Yes. See the nose itself there, right? And then you actually can render them up there, okay? Adjust the size a bit, render slowly there, right? Okay? I already told you guys that before. Why you have to paint the whole thing look dark there, right? Okay? Come on there, guys. You make those beautiful pictures become a bit more ugly there, right? Okay? You basically, right, you literally basically make those pictures look more ugly there. So right now what you can do, you add some shadings a little bit from here, and add some shadings a bit right here. If you don't want to use these pencil brushes, you can use soft brushes that you work on it. But right now I'm using soft brushes, I'm using pencil brushes to work with those shadings there, guys. Slowly construct those shadings there, right? See? Slowly there, right? I'll not try to render the whole thing too dark there, okay? I will leave some of those reflections, light level of tone of shadows there while I'm drawing them. Same goes to this part there, right? Slowly construct there, right? Okay? Gently basically move your hands. This part also the same thing. You just trace them. That's what happens there, right? I didn't trace them. I draw them back there, right? See? This is basically the shapes. This is basically what is it? Mascara there, right? Huh? I don't know right, the names of it. So when I draw them back there, right? And then draw the line works over here that have this kind of patterns of these eye socket there, right? Okay? This is basically a mascara there, guys. Okay? I think the eyelid there, right? So what I can do, I will draw first the shapes, okay? The shades there, right? First of it. Softly there, okay? Draw the shades there, right? You don't have to press a little bit more further, okay? Just run it slowly to work on it. Okay, this part basically the eyes there. This happens also with some of your friends just now when they draw the right. Look carefully how the shapes of the eyes are going to be look like there, okay? The pupils there, right? This is basically the inside of the pupil, okay? The iris I say, and the pupils there, right here, right here. And these are going to be the highlight there. But the thing is, right now, I didn't actually trace the whole thing. I improvise and add some shadings according to those discipline of those drawings over here. See? That's what I actually try to do here. I'm applying the discipline of drawings here. Shadings and drawings there, shadings and shades there, right? correctly there first. Yeah, just like I'm applying those makeup on this reference there, on these photos there. Now the eyebrows there. Even though I'm using 15% directly on those sides directly, but I'm still can manage to draw the shades of the eyebrow correctly. And I can actually add more detailings there, okay, see, when I change the size to 7% right. Come on guys. I'm not asking you guys to paint as perfect as you want, okay, but I'm asking you guys to draw correctly there first. Now the results are going to be here. Check back again the result that I produced for a few minutes and yours there, okay? And check what are the mistakes that you saw from it. Even though this is not complete there guys, okay, I can actually add more and more shadings up to this there, right, okay? But different than what actually Ezra have done right now and mine, I actually try to conduct a better kind of understanding on those shadings there first before I'm going to add more and more. Because what are the things that you saw from your friend just now, okay, when they paint this kind of subject matters here? You try hard enough to get perfect kind of drawings exactly like the photos there. That's basically your mental kind of side of set there, right, okay, that you actually put in your process there. I did not actually put those kind of effort to draw perfectly, but I try to get a correct kind of way first to draw by using the right kind of proportions and the right kind of tone of drawings. Difference there guys. I never look for perfections, but I'm looking for the correct way to produce the techniques. Then the perfections, the what we call the fine kind of what we call the qualities are going to appear based on our corrections there, based on our methods there. That's the thing that I try to do right here. Okay, that's the difference between my kind of mental set and yours there, right? Your mental set, you try to focus to imitate as close as you can. You try to copy the right, okay, as close as you can, and you trace them. Obviously, that's what happens there, right? I didn't trace them. I draw them back on top of the layers by using those references there to guide me, by applying those discipline of drawing methods to work on that. Totally different there, guys. That's where basically you need to learn back again properly and be patient at the same time. You guys understood about it? Okay. The rest of you guys, how is it there, right? Do you understand that, right? Okay, the methods that we have, the discipline that we try to apply from here. I did not focus too much on the paint styles there, right? Okay, but we can actually go through with it. But the problem is when your line work is not right, how actually are you going to improve your paint styles there? You can see basically some of you guys also want to paint some of the reflection, also you're afraid that to make some movements from there, right? So all these kind of obstacles, challenges, mindset, we have to change there from now on. Okay? So but you have to make some sort of brave kind of exploration and movements right there from there, right? Otherwise, whatever that I've shown you guys all the time, the same things, you won't be able to get it right. I don't know where actually, right, I made the mistakes directly, because back in the day when I want to learn something, even though I saw from some of the YouTube channels directly, they don't actually explain all these kind of details there. Okay, there's a few number kind of channels that I can actually write, like Proco, they have also all those kind of detail, but most of it, okay, they just want to show some skills there, right? But right now I'm showing you guys how to draw properly back again, control the pressure correctly, how to move correctly from there. You just have to observe and focus correctly, and then try to apply them back. The chemistry between your hands, your eyes, and your mind have to be developed correctly, coordinations, if you are to make it right. Okay? So thank you very much there, Ken Shen, directly. And hopefully you can learn from there and improve them back, Ken Shen. Okay, you can submit them. You can submit this one there, okay? But I want you to improve there, okay? Otherwise, you won't be able to see the difference there.
Okay.
Okay, thank you there, right? Alright, Shi, are you ready, Shi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm. Alright, Shi, continue the right, share your screen.
This is my big one.
Okay. Most of you guys can draw directly. I can see directly. Just want to improve back again the techniques. I think if you learn these digital kind of tools quite early directly, maybe most of you guys are going to transfer into those illustrations, kind of FYP kind of illustrations kind of work again. Alright, how about the second one, right? The second drawing and the third one. Alright, the burger there, okay, paint styles there. I can see you explore those paint styles, alright, good. Okay, how about the third one? Okay, yeah, you can draw there, okay. Only some accuracy later on you actually can improve that, right? Okay, good there, right, okay. She. How about the third one? The fourth one there, right?
The first one I haven't started.
Okay. Alright, work on it, right, okay. And try to improve a bit more on the portrait also at the same time, right, okay. Thank you very much there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, she is here, Peru.
Yes, sir.
Orine there, okay, please be prepared, okay, I want to see your samples.
So can see.
Yeah, you can see that, right? Yeah, open up there, right? Mm-hmm. Where is it? I just can see some thumbnails there. I just can see the thumbnails, right?
No, can, right?
Yeah? Yeah, I can. Alright, okay, good.
This is the one. This is the one. And this is the second.
Okay. Alright, be careful with your line works there, okay? Peru there, okay? And of course your shading at the same time, okay? But I would suggest for you to improve more on your line works there first, your drawings line there first. Okay, before you could add some shadings there.
Okay.
Okay, how about the portraits there? Yeah, right. Okay. Why basically the lips a bit more thicker there, okay? The upper lips there, right? Huh? Check back again there, okay? The line works there, right? Okay, and the strokes at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome there, right? Alright, Chu Kiek there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How is it there?
Can you see my screen? This is week one.
Okay.
And this I will try to review it.
Hmm.
This is the third one.
What happens the third one there, right? Why the drawings a bit more darker there, right? Where basically the highlight there. Why the nose become a bit more like a butt there, right? Huh? See? Why the nose become like a pig nose there, okay, rather than the human nose there? Check back again those line works there. You get there, right? Take a look back again, zoom in there, right? How come the nose become even more like a butt there, right? Are you sure the nose look like a butt there? Chiket? Take a look your handsome boyfriend kind of photos over there. Right. I believe you actually choose these photos because you like this person there, right? But why basically the photos, okay, the nose become a bit more like a pig kind of nose there? Check back again the methods that I actually have shown just now. Can you improve the nose there, back again? Right now, I want to see that. This is a little short there, right? Delete the nose there. And try to redraw back again there, okay, according to what I've showed just now there, right? And use a reference at the same time there. I don't like to see this kind of big nose, butt kind of nose there, okay, that students actually have done because they don't understand how it works there, right? This is not the right way to draw the nose there. I don't know what happens to you guys, okay, I've shown you guys a lot how to draw them there, okay, but you don't actually take that kind of thing as consideration to improve there, right? I didn't teach you to draw like this one there, right? Delete those nose there. Open up the layers. Okay, where's basically the reference there? Okay, put the reference on top or up below those, basically those reference there, right? Those drawings there back again. Duplicate there, right? Duplicate them. Duplicate those photos there. Where basically the layers there, right?
Layers.
What I'm trying to do right now there, right? I want you to redraw back again the nose.
Redraw back.
Yes. Okay, close these drawings. Close these drawings and redraw back again, okay, using the reference. Close these layers there first, open up new layers, and then you redraw back again. Okay? Okay, because I see basically you actually have been combined the layers there, okay, on the shadings and the line there, right, okay? Close the layer 1, add the new layers, and redraw back again. Close the layer 1 there, right? Okay, now draw back again this reference. Alright, and enlarge the files there, okay, the photos there, right? Okay, can you work on it?
Yeah.
Okay, zoom in there, right? Enlarge them. I think this photos is quite small there, okay?
Yeah.
Do you have the original photos there? Just paste inside these layers there, right?
Okay.
Okay, paste inside the layers there. Okay, use the original photos, okay, and enlarge there, okay? This one basically you have been reduced and the pixels are going to be reduced there at the same time there, right?
So can I open a new?
You don't need to open a new files that you just open up basically, okay, the original pictures and paste back again inside these files there, right?
Okay.
Where basically the original photos there, just paste there, right? Yes, that one there, right? I don't know how big is basically these files there, okay? Just select them and paste there, right? Close the first layers there. And then paste basically the files there, right? Yes. Zoom in a little bit or enlarge there, right? And don't forget to change into grayscale there, right? Okay, grayscale tone there, right? Okay, good. There are reduce the opacities. All right. Put into the bottom hierarchy on layer 4 and try to draw them back correctly there, okay, according to what I've shown and based on your reference right here. Don't forget to save your files there first.
Okay.
Alright, you can see clear basically the shape of the nose. Draw correctly basically based on my kind of demonstrations there, okay, that I've done for you guys there for several times that works. Use your eyes correctly to work on that and use your mind to think before you draw. Zoom in there, right? Chukiat. You cannot draw like that, right? If you not zoom in, right? In the proper way there, right? Check back again your layers. Where basically you draw them.
Layer 4.
Okay, layer 4, okay? Make those layers 5 below layer 4, right?
Okay.
Okay, now you draw back again. Alright, the opacity of your drawings there, okay? Of your brushes, right? Change it to 100% back again. And use pencil brushes that works on it. Right, the pencil brushes there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoom in back again and draw there, right? Normally when we change into pencil brushes, they are going to be around 38% of the flows there. I don't know why you changed it, right? Now basically you draw your line there, okay? You try to draw your line there, not the strokes there, right? That's basically the things happens a lot with the students there. You try to draw the line but not basically draw the strokes. That's where basically you basically you try to trace those photos, not to draw on top of the layers there. You're not applying the drawing line there, right? You're not actually apply the drawing techniques. You apply tracing techniques. You saw basically how I draw just now there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Apply them back. Where do I start? Where are you going to move there, right? How actually I shape them up there, right? Okay? Continue them. Go ahead. Look carefully to your reference. You don't have to be afraid there, okay, to make a move because you're the one who see with your eyes there right now. And try to analyze at the same time the shapes there. Not me there, right? Are you sure they're right?
There is 2 dots.
Can you see basically the proper kind of line of stroke that you're going to produce right there? They're off basically from those directions there, right?
There is a circle here.
Zoom in a little bit there, right? Zoom in a little bit more. Then try to draw correctly, not draw perfectly there, okay? You're not about to trace that. You want to draw correctly according to those reference. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, draw the nose trail there, right? Nostril, the structures of the middle of the nose there, okay? The bone structures that apply the strokes there, right? Draw the nose first there, okay? Before you draw the nostrils there. Where the structures are going to be there, okay? To form basically the nose itself there, right? Why you have to move to that part there, okay? Draw in the middle part there just now, okay? You haven't completed the middle part of it, right? Look carefully back again when you draw. Do you fall in love with this reference? Chiket?
Yes.
If you fall in love with him there, right? Try to make the best of it when you want to construct the nose of him there. That's the things there, right? If you really like this person there, okay? Try to get as close as you can when you draw them. Take a look closely on his nose there. How his nose is look like, the form, the structures, the flows there, right, okay? The shapes basically that appear from the reference there, right? You can see clearly from here. I can see him there, okay? Clearly, okay? Even though I'm not fall in love with him. I can see the whole things in details there. Why can't you right now there? If you fall in love with him. That's the thing that you have to ask the question back again. If you love to see him there, okay? You look every detail, you're going to study every single details there, right? About the person itself there, visually. Then you can draw correctly there, right? Now you're afraid to draw him there, okay? Why? Right? That's the thing that you have to ask back again yourself there. You'll fall in love with him, you want to make him amazed with you there, okay? You have to try the best that you can to see all those kind of detail. I can see all this kind of detail right here there, right? Can you increase a little bit on the opacity of these photos? Learn from here there, guys, okay? Increase a little bit, around 60%, okay? 65, maybe 70 there, right? Alright, take a look there, right? The form of his nose there, the shapes of his nose there, okay? Try to redraw back again to make the proper kind of strokes of the nose there. By right, you don't have to delete there, okay? Some of the mistakes here. You just can continue them to draw correctly back again. Okay? Try to work on that, alright? Look carefully how to develop the shapes of the nose there. It's a very simple thing there to get there, okay? You just have to look carefully there, okay? How the shapes of the nose are going to be look like. I can see clearly from here. You just have to find the solutions right now because I already show you basically from your class rep kind of references now. Even though the shapes of the nose are a bit different, but the methods, the techniques still the same. Try them, right? Okay? Don't be afraid to make mistakes there, right? I will ask you guys, I will actually correct you and ask you to draw back again, that's all.
So is it here until here?
Try them first there. You don't have to start from there. You can start from the bottom in the middle there, okay? Take a look closely there, okay? Something like that, but you just have to continue to draw into the nostrils there. The line can be into the nostrils there, right? On the right
From
side.
here, start from here.
And start with the nostril. Combine with the nostril there, right? Okay?
Okay.
First. Draw first lah. And same goes to the left side of the nostril there. Right? they're going to be the shapes of M there, right? M shapes there, right? M there, right? Okay. Not McDonald's shapes, but the M shapes there, right? Huh?
Okay.
Work on it. Why basically there is no strokes over there, right? I can't see any strokes from there.
Is that?
Why are you trying to do your header, right, girl?
Is that a shadow?
Why you have to add the shadows there? You haven't actually draw correctly the nose. Why you have to start with the shadows there? Instead, you have to be work with the shadows there, with the line strokes there first.
Okay.
Okay, go. Check back again my screen. Make sure the rest of you guys don't make the same mistakes, guys. Okay, when I want to draw this one there, okay, take a look over here. Even though I'm using 25% over here, okay, the nose there, okay, that we saw from here. Take a look, right, carefully. Come on there, guys. Zoom in when you draw. Why you don't like to zoom in there, right? And move a little bit right here. And this one are going to be right here a bit, right? The shapes of it, see? The basic shapes of those nose there, okay, that you saw from here. Then I actually can move a little bit more further like this one, right? And then add some shadings a bit more here. Complete those tasks there first on your strokes for your subject matters or your drawings there, right? And then what happens here? Oh, I'm using white color there, right? And then you can continue with the shadings of the whole structures later on there, right? Come on there, guys. Can you see that, right? You get?
Yes, sir.
How hard is it there, right? Okay, to work on it. By right, I never write this guy there, okay? I never like this guy there, right? Okay? Maybe my kids like this guy there, okay? But I don't there, right? Okay? But I can still appreciate basically those kind of drawings there. That's the thing. Okay? Okay, take a look there closely there, okay? Check it. This is basically a very simple task that I actually need you guys to understand and improve here. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, work on it there, right? Okay, work on it carefully, okay? Don't draw a big nose anymore there, right? I really hate to see that you guys draw a handsome guy like this one, but you draw a big nose there. For what there, right? And by right, okay, if we check look closely, the shape of this nose what came from, okay, let me check that, right? Okay? If you look carefully, right? Okay, I don't know whether you guys know about this guy or not, right? Every single nose, human nose basically, have the structures that came from this one design there, right? I don't know whether you guys know or not, right? What is this there? The shapes of human nose will came from these ideas there, right? They designed the characters based on these ideas there. What is this there? Alright, if you watch anime or you watch cartoons a lot. Yes, this is basically the ideas when they made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there. Okay, the shapes of the human nose came from here. Yes. Okay, that's the things there, right? So hopefully you guys can learn something from these sessions there, right? I really want to push you guys a little bit further, all right? That's why, because I really harsh a little bit and provoke a little bit for you guys, because I want to have, because you guys are meant to graduate there, right? I don't want you guys to bring a wrong kind of way of understanding when it comes to develop your foundations kind of understanding on your drawings there, guys. Think about it. You're going to graduate this semester there. Drawing a nose also going to be a struggle for you. What are the values that you can bring over to your graduations? Okay? I want you guys to have a very great kind of value on your own works there, right? On your knowledge and understandings over here. That's why I want to provoke a little bit, push a little bit more further. Then I want you guys to be more better than what I supposed to be there, right? Those are the things. I know I can do better there, but I want you guys to be more better than mine. That's the things right there. That's basically the principle that we have there, right? Okay. So, Chukiat, thank you very much for screen sharing. Improve back again your drawings over here. Add new layers there, okay? Drawing one layers, shading is one layers there. So you can actually make some changes all the time there, okay? If you make some mistake there, Chukiat. And the rest of you guys also the same thing there, okay? So take a look there, guys, okay? The shapes of these characters came from the human nose. Okay? So remember that. So work on it properly and get used to it at the same time there, okay? To develop your kind of fundamental kind of skills there. That because you're going to bring over to your kind of methods when it comes to the assignments later on. It's really important here for you to improve your drawing skills here. Okay? And we're going to learn shadings, coloring, and whatever that we're going to work on, right? On different kind of techniques later on, which is I already show you guys on Monday sessions there, okay? But try to practice a bit more further from there, instead of you working with your FYP at the same time, right? Okay? So guys, if you don't have any questions, thank you very much there, okay? I'm going to leave a little bit, okay, right here. First, on our sessions, we are going to get back again, hopefully next week in our face-to-face sessions there, right? Okay? So thank you very much for all the contributions. Please practice more there, okay? I really want to see you can improve more further from here. Alright, Chukiat, thank you very much for your contributions there. I really appreciate them, right? Okay? Improve further from there. And the rest of you guys also, please take notes and also develop those improvements there, right? Okay? Before I'm going to check each one of you guys back again. Okay, guys? Have a good lunch, have a good day there, right? Okay? So I see you guys around back again. Take care of yourself, have a good kind of evening, and have a good weekend there, okay? Take care at the same times. And I will see you guys around, okay? Bye bye. Anyone want to ask me any questions? I'm going to be right here until 2 o'clock, then I'll have another meeting there, right? Bye bye.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Welcome there, right? Bye. Yes, no there, okay? Yes, I forgot about you just now there, okay?
Okay.
Can you share your screen there?
So you want me to show it to you now?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, cool. Give me 1 second.
Okay, where is it?
Okay.
We're supposed to use grayscale there, right? So change it to grayscale there, right? Okay?
Okay, I'll change it to grayscale. And
Okay.
then this, I wrote the brushes I use, like you said.
Okay,
To
all
add
right.
it in.
Mhm.
Then this is the picture I drew on me.
Okay.
And I didn't draw the landscape, but I did do the portrait already.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. I can see that you have that kind of skills that you can bring over there, but you have to refine a bit more on the strokes there, right? Okay.
Okay.
There. Don't forget to send it over to our classroom there, okay, as soon as possible before you go to add more further on your exercise there, right?
Okay.
Okay, no, okay. Thank you very much there, right? Thank you very much also for your contributions there.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome there, right?